Hello everybody, Alex here. Welcome to my finance and accounting education channel. Today we are going to talk about, I have named this presentation or this movie as well, the richest hypocrite. Okay, now literally he's, from my point, so it's a fact that he's the richest one according to Forbes and whatever, and we will see why he's a hypocrite. But just before jumping right in, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel, to hit the bell notification button, and you will never miss an update on my site. I do them quite regularly on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. You should expect videos from me. This is about some recent events that were very interesting. What's happening with the richest person on this planet. You have probably guessed it. We are talking about Elon Musk, so the CEO of Tesla. I'm saying that he will just tell you whatever you want to hear, because that's one of the characteristics of being a hypocrite. So not really believing in what you are saying, but saying to the people whatever you think they want to hear from you. So what is it exactly about? A couple of weeks ago, the head of this UN program, World Food Program, said, okay, and first it was written and appeared in the press, like 2% of Elon Musk's wealth could solve world hunger, says the director of UN Food Scarcity Organization. Later they came up, and we will see why they came up with an update that he actually said could help solve world hunger, so that it's not a definitive solution, but it could help. Of course, being all over the place and in the news and in the media, and quite hungry for attention, Elon Musk tweets he's willing to spend $6 billion to fight world hunger on one condition. And then you have, so this is from CNBC, and then you have the tweet when he's saying, if a World Food Program can describe on this Twitter thread exactly how $6 billion will solve world hunger, I will sell Tesla stock right now and do it. Yeah, so of course, one thing is that he's using Twitter for this, which is totally not appropriate. So you have a limited number of characters there, and explain there how it would work. But you might say, okay, he means business. I mean, he's a CEO, he's a businessman, he wants to see the business plan. So how do we do it? I mean, just, idealism and just throwing left and right with various ideas, it's not helping if you don't have a plan to make them work, yeah, to make them, to turn them into reality. Then, of course, he comes up with this idea that selling, the guy from the UN food program says that he will visit him and present him the program and so on and so forth. Nothing happens in the meantime. Then we get this news that he's selling his shares, or he has put a tweet in which he's asking his followers on Twitter if he should sell the shares of it if they support this. Exactly, the tweet was, I didn't see the tweet, I just saw the headlines. To be honest, I'm not really following what he's saying. He's saying a lot of things. Many are absolutely of no relevance, and you can just ignore him. You won't miss that much. That I know that he's doing something like this, but I didn't see how he formulated this exactly on Twitter. But he said, like, much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. So I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. So, and then he's asking the people if they support this or not. And when this screen was taken, and I understand that in the end it remained like this, that most of them support his selling of the shares. If you hear that he wants to sell the shares in this occurrence of events, or in this logical thing, you might think like, okay, maybe he's really thinking of doing it. He figured out that he cannot do it with 6 billions, but he needs 30 billions, and he's really going to do it. And yeah, you are wondering if this is really happening. He found a solution to really solve the hunger in Africa and so on and so forth. if I would have seen this tweet, the first question would have been, why is he talking about unrealized gains, so capital gains and tax avoidance? I also have a video about one press conference that Mr. Biden once held, and he kind of let people know that they are looking into taxing unrealized capital gains. Of course, it's only for the billionaires, but it's only for the billionaires until it's becoming mandatory for everyone. And that's in this video, which I'm posting right now, I was telling that it's really a dangerous concept and they should not start doing it. And the risk is that after it's being put in place in US, first it will be probably for the billionaires, then for everybody, and then it will spread around the world. So those were my concerns. And of course, when you see that the CEO of such a large company, and which is always in the press and so on, is saying that he's going to sell his shares, and he's asking the people if he should do it or not, which is a little bit ridiculous. But anyway, if you are a shareholder, first thing you are asking yourself is this real? Is there going to be something in the news soon? Because he for sure has information that not everybody has. Is the company in trouble? How when you are selling like 10% of your wealth and so many shares, and how will this affect the share prices and so on and so forth? And by the time of this presentation, the price of the shares have already dropped, and it's only natural before he started. So it's not the effect of him starting to sell the shares, but it's only the effect of people expecting in the market for these shares to be let's say dumped in the market, and which will for sure bring the price down. We don't know by how much exactly, but we will see. And then the reality struck. There is this article from CNBC which says that Elon Musk faces a 15 billion tax bill, which is likely the real reason he's selling the stock. So this is from November the 7th. From my point of view, the Twitter poll is just a PR investor relations stunt, preparing the markets and the investors for what he needs to do. If people voted don't sell, so you saw that the majority are still voting for sell for some reason, I don't know why. It would only be one more in a long line of not delivering on his promises. He knows that he's not very loved. He has this stuff with Occupy Mars, his idea. Many have accused him of not really trying to solve any of the major, with his wealth, none of the major troubles here on Earth. He's being hated also for being rich. I have presented at some point Bernie Sanders, this Democrat politician from the United States, which is towards the left. He said that Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, they are controlling way too much wealth. I'm posting this video right now about the Gen Y and Gen Z, so the millennials and Gen Z, and how do they see these things. The people are really poor, and Elon Musk must know that he's not really loved, and of course he saw this opportunity of interfering in the discussion about world hunger, and he did it anyway. And then there is another problem, that what he's using is called this block, so it's the security-based line of credit or credit. He's basically can get credit from a bank or from much more if it's like a syndicated credit in his case, because it's probably we are talking a lot of money. It will be backed with the security, so the options that he has and the shares that he has in Tesla, and this is how the rich people do it. The problem with block is that at some point you still need to give the money back. It's risky if the price of the shares drops. It's not his case. And you need to give the money back, or at least to pay the interests and so on and so forth. Of course, he's saying here that at an appearance at the Code conference in September, Musk said, "I have a bunch of options that was from September, that are expiring early next year. So a huge block of options will sell in Q4 because I have to, or they'll expire." So he's either doing it or not, and he's not getting anything out of them. He hasn't confirmed the size of the tax bill, but he tweeted, "Note, I do not take a cash salary or bonus from anywhere. I only have stock. Thus, the only way for me to pay the taxes personally is to sell stock." Okay, he can probably put some more into this block or something like that, but he knows that in the end he will have to pay some taxes, especially if he's not getting any salary, any bonuses, anything like this, any premiums. Other than these options, sooner or later he will have to do it. Now you might ask yourself, where is the hypocrisy? Because probably if you are a fan of him, you think everything is okay and you don't see anything wrong here. Well, the first thing is that he probably knows that he cannot solve in a sustainable manner and on a long term the world hunger with 6 billion or even with 30 billions. And still, he still entered this debate because he knows that many people don't like him and resent his wealth. Here we have some tweet from Dr. Eli David. He's saying that 2% of Elon Musk's wealth is 6 billion. Okay, he's selling 10%. It's no problem. We multiply that with 5, there are actually 30 billion. In 2020, the UN World Food Program raised 8.4 billion. How come it didn't solve world hunger? So you see, these kind of solutions, they are just, and you probably have heard this, that if you give a man a fish, you are just helping him then, but you need to teach him how to catch the fish in order to help him for good and for life. Then I think the hypocrisy lies in the fact that he's talking about unrealized gains, tax and tax avoidance, and he knows that by paying these 15 billions, he's paying from, so it's simple math, 1,500,000 times more tax than somebody who's paying only $10,000, for example, a year, and he's not going to get 1,500,000 times more public health, public education, more roads, more security, more police, more, this kind of public services that he's getting from state. He's getting the same, and he has the access to the same public services as everyone else. And at some point you have to wonder if it's really normal that somebody pays so much money for getting the same benefits. And also the hypocrisy lies also in doing this poll, when you know that you don't really have a choice. You either get, in his case, 46% of the options value or 0%, having a tax rate estimated at 54.1%. So you see, those are my problems with everything that happened during these days and with this problem. Personally, I still think that the shares, they were overpriced at $700. Now they are $1,200 something dollars, and I don't know if they will drop. It depends how big will be the demand. It seems that the people believing in what he's saying are more and more, so there are more and more people, and they are willing to pay more and more for the Tesla shares. And to be honest, I'm not invested, so the fact that he's selling so many shares and he's announcing it on Twitter, and that the shareholders might be concerned about what's going on and so on and so forth, it's not really, I'm not personally invested in this thing. And let's say that I'm presenting this as a way of showing that there is a different angle or a different perspective through which you can see all of this. Once again, my name is Alex Petrescu. Thank you for watching me today. You can support me via subscribing to my channel, hitting the bell notification button, and you will never miss an update on my site. I do them quite regularly on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays. You can also comment if you have something to add to my presentation. You can like this video if you liked it, or share it with somebody that you think might be interested about it. And last but not least, there are some links below this video. You can create an eToro account and trade there without a commission or a fee, which is always a saving. You can buy their Tesla shares, for example, without paying a commission or a fee. You also have 2 links from Amazon, which can give you 2 free audibles or audiobooks, or you can join the Kindle program and read electronic books, just like I do. And last but not least, there is a wish list also from Amazon with hardware and software items which can help me improve the quality of my videos, and will also be beneficial for you because you will get better videos on my side. However, let's say that that's the most inconvenient from financial point of view for you. The easiest way through which you can support me is to keep on watching my videos and yeah, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification button in order not to miss the videos. Once again, thank you for your time. Goodbye.